Hey everybody, so today we're going to have a little bit of fun and do another unboxing video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. I probably won't do these too much because I don't really buy a whole lot of things that are worthwhile to open on camera. Every once in a while I'll get something cool I want to share with you guys. And I figured while we're at it, we'll take a little room tour. It's been changed enough since the last time to where it looks completely new. So I figured you guys would appreciate what's behind the camera that you don't see. There's this company called First Four Figures. They make awesome statues, and you guys know I love my statues and collectible items like for example this right here. This is the First Four Figures Mega Man. They are very expensive, which is the reason I can't buy these all the time. If I was a wealthy man, I would be purchasing these left and right. But yes, they make high quality statues of a ton of nerdy things, and I just got 2 of them in the mail. No, it wasn't sponsored or anything. I had to pay out of pocket, although it'd be awesome if they would sponsor me and send me free statues. First Four, if you're watching. Luckily, during tax season, having 2 children helps out quite a bit, so I splurged a little and bought 2 statues that, as soon as they were announced, I could not resist. If you guys have been on this channel for a little while, you should know that I love beat-em-ups, and Final Fight is my favorite beat-em-up of all time. Even though it says Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the box, but whatever. She's a Final Fight character that was added in Street Fighter. She's from Final Fight. But yeah, there's 2 versions. You've got the Poison version, and then the Roxy variant, which it's really just her with red pants and red hair instead. 2 separate characters that were originally color swaps of each other. So I had to get both of them, because they would look awesome on this shelf. But yeah, let's crack this baby open. I don't even know which one I'm opening right now, because both boxes just say Poison on it. Actually, I'm going to be pissed off if I open both and it's the same one. Well, I guess we'll find out. Alright, so this one, you get a cool little certificate of authenticity. Poison collectible statue. 258 of 300. They only made 300 of these things. Which means that either it's going to be crazy valuable in the future, or only 300 people in the world are going to give a shit about this. Let me grab some scissors. Oh, and actually, before I forget, I don't think you guys can ever see this on camera because I'm always blocking it, but I ordered this from the UK from Etsy. This guy makes like these custom 3D shadow boxes. Check that out. Final Fight. It's supposed to light up too, but it stopped working like a week after I got it. So, damn, this is really big actually. Let me see if I can show this on camera without it falling over. So, she comes in a bunch of pieces, looks like, right here. So I'm going to have to put her together. What is this? What? I don't know why, but it comes with, like, these Michael Jackson gloves. Why do they include gloves? Like, you'd think they'd include, like, a little rag or something to wipe stuff with, but I guess I have to wear gloves to handle this thing. This is ridiculous. I guess I'm ready to handle the statue now. Damn, this looks so good. And you do have to handle these with care because they can be fairly fragile. I remember I bought Proto Man a while back, and his yellow cape, it was attached with these little magnets that weren't that strong. It just fell off one day when I was cleaning it, and the cape broke in half. So it's like, oh, there goes a $400 statue. And this kind of worries me because of that, because it looks like her head is just being held on by magnets. I don't really trust that, because when you're cleaning, you can accidentally tap it. But we'll just have to be really careful, I suppose. See the little handcuffs there? That's cool. And the shirt's kind of like a real fabric. Like, it's probably a good idea if, before I get her assembled, that I take the base out. Alright, I can't work with these gloves. It's too slippery. I can't grab anything. Here's the base. This is actually heavier than this. You could kill someone with this. Ultra Street Fighter 4 Poison. There it is again. 258 of 300. Sweet. I guess there's a little socket here. I assume that's where we put her foot. There's a little socket for the foot. There should be 2. I would feel a lot safer if both of them were secured into the base instead of just one. But, I mean, I guess if no one touches it, it doesn't matter. So, if you have kids, you got to keep them away from this stuff. We have our little hat. There's the head by itself. Magnet. I don't know why they use these magnets. I don't trust them at all. See, there's the hat on attached with a magnet, but with very, very little effort it comes off. It almost took nothing. And here is her hand with the whip, which this feels very fragile. So another piece you got to be really careful with. Also attaches with magnets. And there we have her. Poison. Let's do a full 360 view. I'm trying my hardest. This thing weighs a ton. Closer look. So that's Poison. I'm going to put it right there for now. As with most of my collectibles, whenever I get one, I'm going to have to rearrange everything. Completely covers my Boba Fett head, so that might have to go, I don't know where the hell. Somewhere. But let's open Roxy. See, check it out. The box looks exactly the same. I'm really hoping they didn't just send me a duplicate of Poison. Oh, wait, no. Collectible statue Roxy exclusive. So, I think we're good. So, they made even less of these. Roxy is number 105 of 175. So, these are very low numbers. If you collect statues at all... Oh, okay. Oh, this sucks. This one came ripped. It's ripped. Well, that kind of sucks. These are kind of nice to display it with. Now I got to display one that's ripped. Well, thank you for sending me a ripped one. I guess I could just put some tape on the back, but I'm less inclined to display this now. Alright, so we've got the same setup here. Exactly. I'll just put her together real quick and show you guys. I wonder if something's missing. Check this out. Roxy comes with two different heads. Poison, I noticed Poison only had one head. But the styrofoam has a spot for two. That's the face that Poison has. So for Roxy, I guess I'll use this one, smiling. Yeah, there's a spot for two faces. But it only came with one. Weird. Alright, I'm going to assume that's just a thing for Roxy. So, whatever. That's kind of cool that they include different heads, because now the statues at least have some sort of difference besides color. Oh, and her hat, too. It's black versus blue. Oh, this is interesting. Here's another difference. Instead of a hand with a whip, you get a hand with a baseball bat. So I guess they're a little more different than I expected. This is actually a lot less fragile than the whip. Here is the first four figures. Roxy variant. If you ever get a first four figure statue, they're huge. Let's take one of these Pop Heroes. I'm sure everyone's familiar with these little Funko Pop figurines. Look at that. That is how big these statues are. So, did I get my money's worth? Hell yeah, these are awesome. It's funny because when my fiance saw I was ordering these, she was like, "What are you buying?" And I was like, she's not a gamer, so she's not familiar with all these characters, especially little-known characters like this. And I was like, "I'm buying a Poison and Roxy from Final Fight." She's like, "You're not bringing those hoochies in the house?" And I was like, "Listen, these are one of those gamer things that it's going to happen, so you just need to accept it." So, here they are. This one's going to go over here somewhere. I'm going to have to remove the Michael Myers mask and put that somewhere else. I'll figure it out. I'm going to clean up a little, and then we'll do a little tour. Alright, everyone. I think we're ready for our 2018 GamerThumbTV room tour. First, let's start with the doorway. I actually have a rug that says, "You need the boss key to enter." Clearly a Zelda reference. I actually don't really like this rug. I got it off Merchoid.com, which usually they make really cool nerdy things, but the material, it's like this scratchy material where if you have a dog, it's going to be covered in dog hair. So there's that. Caution, gaming in progress. Now let's open up this MTV crib. And this is the room. Alright, behind the door, I have this wall scroll. Actually, I bought it at Disney. It was super overpriced, too. Choose a job that you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Confucius. Definitely something I try to live by. It helps keep me focused on continuing to push through and just keep making content. We've got my Castlevania Chronicles wall scroll. No surprise to anyone on the channel by now, hopefully. I like Castlevania. Up there, I've got a Superman... What are these things called? Those wooden, like, posters. But anyways, let's look at the main shelf. This is what you see in the background behind me, usually when I film. And half of it, like, in the middle is usually blocked because I'm sitting in the chair. Down here, I've got some of my collection that I still own on disc. I mean, I download digitally everything, pretty much. So, this is Xbox 360 and PS3 stuff that I still have hard copies of. And if you notice, everything's all lit up. There's like, what is it, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 or 5 LED strips on this thing. I always try to match the colors based on the video I'm doing, just to try to give it some sort of mood. And I built this whole shelf unit myself, just because of these statues. So I kind of measured it out just to fit that. But yeah, it gives me more room for collectibles. Before, in my old unboxing video, I think in the old one I had the futon in here. Let's start up here. I've got my Funko Pop collection, which is a black hole of collectibles. These things are awesome to buy, but once you start, you just can't stop. You keep buying more and more, and they keep coming out with more. And it's one of those things that you see all the time, like, buy 2, get 1 free. And it's like, well, I just bought 6. But yeah, that's the bulk. I think that's all of them, actually. This is something you can't really see in the videos. I got this on eBay for like 10 bucks. Little Mac versus Mike Tyson. It's like a fight promo tin. So I stuck that on there with double-sided tape. There is the Roxy statue that you all just saw the unboxing of. Found a nice little spot for it there. With the Stormtrooper back there. This lights up also, but you can never see it really well, so I don't even bother. I've got a Spider-Man 2099 statue right here. This is absolutely my favorite version of Spider-Man. I've always liked it when they do like futuristic versions of characters, and he's got a badass suit, so hell yeah. We've got our first 4 figures Proto-Man statue right here. He actually lights up. Let me see if I have batteries in. Yeah, there he goes. See, he lights up. So that's awesome. Also, I have these PlayStation lights that light up. They have different effects. I don't really know what the point of this is. They like do different patterns and whatnot, so that's kind of dumb. There's this, which random seizure-inducing lights. I personally just like that. They stay on. This thing's really cool. I think you could still get this on Merchoid.com. That's MERCHOID.com. It was like 30 bucks. We've got first 4 figures Mega Man here to match that Proto Man. Also lights up. Got the Tetris Lights here. I got that as a gift a little while back and absolutely love it. Tetris is always a classic you can never go wrong with. I got a little Deadpool right here. He's so tiny. Like, look at my thumb compared to it. It's just a little Deadpool. There is the Poison statue we have also just unboxed. And there's Boba Fett hiding back there, which I may actually move him somewhere else, because this Poison statue pretty much covers him completely. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I have my surround sound speakers mounted up there on this thing too, for all my surround sound gaming. Alright, here on the bottom shelf, we've got a Gears of War 3 statue of Marcus. I think that was with the Gears of War 3 Collector's Edition. Then there is the collector's item that came with Sonic Mania. It comes with, this is kind of cool, it comes with a fake Sega Genesis Sonic Mania cartridge. It actually slides open, and there's a ring inside. So, I usually keep it closed, just put it right up to it, and it does this. Oh no, is the battery dead? Oh, there we go. Check it out. Kind of cool. Really good quality too. It's like a rubbery kind of material. Then we have Ryu. This is the Capcom store Ryu. think it was like $100 when it first came out. Lights up, also has different effects. You could turn off the Hadouken, you can have it flash, or you could just have it flash slowly, or just keep it on. I like to keep it on. Got another wooden poster there, this time X-Men, one of my favorite comic books. Got a little Goku figure here. Got a little Vegeta figure here. If you've been on this channel, you also know I love Dragon Ball. And then I've got a little altar with all 7 Dragon Balls, where you can make your wish to the dragon. I wish to be the biggest channel on YouTube. Still waiting for that to happen. And since I got regular Ryu, I also had to get this one, Evil Ryu. And Capcom does this on purpose. They know what they're doing. So I got Roxy, and then they came out with Poison. Essentially the same thing, just different colors. Well, they got me with this too. Evil Ryu, Ryu. And the only thing that pisses me off is these the little bandana back here. It's so fragile. The piece broke off one day when I was wiping it, just by barely touching it. That's the thing about buying these kind of statues. They're awesome collectibles, but they're so fragile. So I'm going to have to get some resin glue or something and fix that sometime. There's this Doctor Strange collectible I picked up from GameStop. Actually really cheap. I think I bought it for like $30. It looks a lot higher quality than it actually is, though, because it's like some cheap plastic. But damn, it looks cool. There's the Revenant from the Doom Collector's Edition. I actually did an unboxing of that first. I think that was one of the first unboxing videos I did. But yeah, that's the Revenant. But these are just the lower levels of collectibles. If we shift the camera upwards, I also have extra shelves up here to hold all my crap. That you don't really see on camera because I'm usually over here in my chair with that in the background. There's the Halo Reach Collector's Edition that came with the Statue of Noble team. That's one of my coolest collectibles. I love that. That is a Funko Pop of the Cyber Demon from Doom. Couldn't fit down here, so I had to put him up there. Then we've got the Gears of War 4 Collector's Edition. This is really cool too. This lights up. Although I lost the cover that goes here. But that lights up also. I like anything that lights up. I instantly think it's awesome. Let's not waste the battery. I've got a little movie Hawkeye right here with Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. The comic book accurate one, at least. We've got Starfox. And, oh, this right here is really cool. There's a YouTube channel, Otero Studios. You guys should definitely check him out. Great guy. He sent me a Sub-Zero. It's like a little card he did in a frame. It's beautiful. We've got the first 4 figures. The same company that made my Roxy and Poison statue, they also made a Starfox Arwing. So this lights up too. I actually spent more money buying the exclusive one that lights up. It was kind of a waste of money because the only thing that lights up is the jet, the engine on the back. And you can't see it unless you're looking at the back of it. Got a little Hawkeye here I found on the floor at Ross. Oh, back here too. There's a book. See it over there? That red book is called Tobin's Spirit Guide. I definitely have to review that someday. I'll find some time to review it one day on the channel because it's such a cool collectible. It's part of the Ghostbusters universe. When they talk about Tobin's Spirit Guide, it's like a guide that has all the lore of the Ghostbusters. It's got a bunch of different illustrations of all the ghosts and stuff. I'll definitely do something one day with that. Master Chief from Halo 3. This is the Kotobukiya statue. I believe it was about $100 at GameStop when Halo 3 came out. We've got Lords of Shadow Dracula, also from First 4 Figures. This is the exclusive one. Exclusive meaning it's more expensive than the regular version. His hand comes with a little goblet. That was the exclusive version. We've got a Mega Man helmet. This actually is supposed to be lighting up right now, but it stopped working for no reason. I'll replace it one day. Alright, now we are at the higher levels. There's my Dragon Ball wall scroll. I don't know if you could see it, but on Vegeta's forehead there's some writing. It says it's over 9,000. It's actually autographed by Christopher Sabat, the guy that does the voice of Vegeta and Piccolo and Yamcha and a whole bunch of other things. I met him at our comic book convention here in the Orlando area, MegaCon, one year. I was starstruck, but yeah, he autographed it. There's Captain Rex from Star Wars The Clone Wars. That is the Space Slug from The Empire Strikes Back. It's actually like a little snow globe thing, but then we've got a Killzone 3 Collector's Edition. Came with the Hellgast helmet. And up there is Sauron, or the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. Also a snow globe. We've got I did an unboxing of this before too, the Assassin's Creed Origins Collector's Edition. Back here I have a replica of the Master Sword that slays evil monsters. And a map of Hyrule from Ocarina of Time. And over here we have some more Assassin's Creed statues. We've got Edward over here. I actually had to import this from the UK because that was not available in America. In America, he did not come with that giant ship. We've got a little Edward here. Thank you to TeslaChad. He actually sent that to me. We've got Connor. We've got Arno. And then we've got the twins from Syndicate. And up here in the corner, I have mounted a giant black flag, which came with that. And that is exclusive to the UK too, the ripped up one. The one in America was not ripped up at all. It was actually just a regular rectangle, which is lame. If you have a pirate flag, you want it to be all weathered and ripped up looking. Over here, I just store all my extra stuff. All my Blu-rays, my movies, they're over there. I've got a couple cool items. We've got the Ghostbusters High C. Anyone who saw my Ghostbusters live streams would appreciate this. High C Ecto Cooler. Also, I like to go to Universal Studios here every Halloween for the Halloween Horror Nights event. I always get one of these cups they offer every year. They always have these really cool light-up glasses, so I try to collect these. It says Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2017. I don't know if you can really see that. There we go. Some loose Amiibos. I try not to open my Amiibos, but some of them I actually try to use. I've got a Luke Skywalker on Hoth over there. Just kind of stuck him over there because I really didn't have room for it. And then we've got a bunch of these little Disney Infinity figures. I didn't really care about that game, to be honest, but I got into collecting the toys. I always thought they looked super cool. That is my Blu-ray section with Dragon Ball. There's the original, Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray, Super's in there, GT, and then my Star Wars section. I got all the movies, Clone Wars, everything. And some extra games that don't fit on my shelf down below. And then there's this guy, my Stormtrooper, wearing an Assassin's Creed Spartan helmet, holding my lanyard with all my E3 pins. Oh, and he talks. Here, check him out. Say something.
We're taking you into custody.
There he goes. This used to be my computer desk when I used to edit most of my stuff in here on my laptop, but it's become a station for my record player. Fiance for Father's Day got me a record player. You open the lid and play records. When I'm not playing records, I have Michael Myers protecting it. And actually, this is kind of funny. I can't get this thing to stay up. The only way I was able to get it to stay up, because it's just a regular like latex mask, there's my Back to the Future Pepsi from the future. Pepsi Perfect. So that's actually what's holding this mask up. And this is one of the coolest collectibles too. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. If you bought the collector's edition, you got the cool lamp that has this plasma lightning effect. It's got the sword in there. The only thing I'm disappointed of, this stopped working after a while. This, it looks like it's lit up, but it used to be completely lit up back in the day, and now it just kind of flashes. So I don't know what's wrong with that, but I have no way to fix it, and buying replacements for this is kind of expensive. But maybe one day I will. We've got Bumblebee back here. Bought that at Hobby Lobby for like $5. And then we've got Soundwave. And those pieces of notebook paper are what I call my idea wall. Any ideas or plans I have for the channel are all on here. I mean, there's pages of stuff, so you guys know my channel, I'm always trying to prepare ahead of time. I always have plans for months ahead. That's where it's all kept. We've got the Infinity Gems that came with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They're really cheap and they suck the battery life really quick, so kind of a rip-off. Here I got another smaller shelf with some more Blu-rays. I've got these light-up Pixel Pals. I love those. I've got some more Pixel Pals with a Fire Mario that I picked up fairly cheap from Toys R Us before they closed. There's my purple black hole bomb Mega Man from E3. A 8-bit Link amiibo, which I refuse to open. Iron Man, and here's some more statues. I have a lot of DC stuff. A lot of people assume I'm a big Marvel fan, and I am, but I'm just as big a DC fan. So we've got Necron, Atrocitus, Bleeze from the Red Lanterns. I got this for like 50 bucks on clearance from a local comic book store, so I think usually it goes for like 100. And then we've got my 3 favorite Justice Leaguers, The Flash, Green Lantern, and Aquaman. Oh, there's a little Black Adam here, and a little Aquaman there. Also have retro style Green Lantern. Up here we've got Link. Got Sweet Tooth. That's actually a remote control vehicle. I don't know where the remote control is, though. We've got a Metroid. Oh, we've got this cool Megatron bust. There he is. G1 Megatron. And some more Marvel statues. We've got Ghost Rider, Wesley Snipes' Blade, got the Shocker, Blizzard, and then we've got Giant Head Thanos. And then some action figures up there, which, I don't know if you could really tell. That's Whirlwind, an Avengers villain. We've got Hawkeye. There's a Wolverine cutout thing. And actually, this is really cool. From IKEA, I picked up this photo frame. It's supposed to be for, like, family photos, I guess. But I printed a bunch of little, just movie posters. They actually look like film reels. So I thought it'd be cool to fill it with my favorite movies. So, yeah. Bunch of awesome movies there. Eventually, I'll get to reviewing all of them. We've got the Power Rangers here. I've actually been working on collecting all these in the series, but they're actually fairly hard to find in my area. There's the Black Ranger and the Blue Ranger. Still missing the others. And one thing you guys may not know about me, I'm a huge classic movie buff. Like the Universal monsters, I love them. So I made a little shrine to them. There's all the old movie posters up here with the Funko Pops. And one cool effect, actually, I don't know if you could see it on camera, but I haven't cleaned up there in a little while, so cobwebs started forming on them. And I thought it looked so cool that I just left it. It looks like it was done on purpose. But yeah, there's some cobwebs on them. But yeah, those are my movie monsters. I've got some more Amiibos up here. Ocarina of Time Link, Samus, Little Mac, Godzilla in the middle. I love Godzilla. Ryu, Shovel Knight. We've got Boo. Making our way back to the door. Above it, we've got a Death Star. And above that, tied to the roof with fishing line, is a TIE Fighter. So part of the Black Series collection of Star Wars toys. They're really high quality and really large. We've got Darth Vader with his lightsaber, both light up. Got a little Kylo Ren frame. I've got all the Star Wars Disney Infinity things with a couple of... Oh god, and over here... Yeah, we've got a couple of these Funko Pops too, but over here we have Rose, one of my most hated characters in Star Wars history. But yeah, my fiance thought it'd be funny to buy me Rose. So, there it is. And this is quite possibly one of the coolest sections. We've got a Pacman Ghost that lights up. Got PlayStation Move guns over here with a awesome Friday the 13th replica mask. It's actually got the cut from the machete from Friday the 13th Part 3, I think it was. We've got a Pacman lamp. Pacman Funko Pop, which I double-sided taped to a clock. This is cool, too. I think it's still available on Amazon. It was like 50 bucks. It's the Pacman LED clock. Watch as they go along. There they go. And that just continuously happens. Alright, we've got Iron Man with Thor's Hammer Mjolnir. And then I've got a couple statues here that came with the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Collector Edition. Again, kind of cheap. Chun-Li, Mega Man X, Iron Man, and Captain Marvel. And here's my gaming chair by Vertigear. I love this chair, but it was like $300. I also got out my tax return. I don't know what it is, but these wheels are super cheap. I'm not even that heavy of a guy. And the wheels just keep snapping off, and I have to keep fixing it. So, can't say I would recommend this chair, sorry. And that is an overview of most of the room. On the other side is the TV. So this area is just permanently messy because it's where I do all my gaming and all my work, essentially. This is really cool. I got this during tax season, too. Nintendo 64 coffee table. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous. Got a couple cup holders. Super Metroid, Mario Kart, Link to the Past, and Mario World. Eventually I want to get glass to put on there, but I usually use this during my streams to hold the monitor. I actually have a second monitor there. When I'm streaming, I'm always playing on this TV. This is what I'm always playing on, so I usually plant the camera right in front of me using the stand and the microphone. And I'm usually looking at that monitor, which I usually mount up there. So when I'm reading and responding to your comments, I'm looking at this monitor. I can't imagine people streaming with one monitor. Gaming there. YouTube page open there. And that is my battle station. That is my PC that I built. There is a cover to this, but I don't even put it on because I'm always taking stuff in and out of the USB port and always messing with it. That's where I do a lot of my recording. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video and room tour. Give you a little behind the scenes look at what you don't see on camera. But I will see you guys next time. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a like and a comment down below letting me know. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on social media. You can also check out some of my other videos or click my Patreon link if you'd like to support GamerThumbTV. This is Fabian. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.